Shalom, I'm Rabbi Louis Sachs, the Associate Rabbi of Beth Tikva Synagogue in Toronto, Ontario. Today I want to talk to you about the 4 cups of wine. Now don't worry, Passover is still a few months away. But in our Parsha this week we read the verses that are behind the tradition of having 4 cups at the Seder. Moses is commanded by God to tell the people that soon they will be redeemed. In the text there are 4 different words of redemption in God's promise. Vehotzeti, vehitzalti, vega'alti, velakachti. I will take you, I will deliver you, I will redeem you, and I will acquire you. Each of the 4 cups of wine corresponds to one of these different promises of redemption. Yet there's actually a disagreement among the rabbis. Some believe that there's actually a 5th word, a 5th promise of redemption, and therefore an extra cup of wine. Veheveti, I will bring you. This disagreement is why we have the cup of Elijah. There's a tradition that when the world is finally redeemed, the prophet Elijah will return and answer all of the questions. He will solve all of the debates that the rabbis have been having for thousands of years. This is Kos Eliyahu, the 5th cup. We don't drink it because right now it's not clear, should it or should it not be in the Seder. We leave this cup ready and awaiting his arrival to give us the answer. We leave the 5th cup waiting for the world to be redeemed. There's a beautiful tradition from the Hasidic rabbi Naftali Tzvi Horowitz. At his Seder, rather than the leader simply filling up this cup, it would be passed around and each person in attendance would add a little bit of their own wine until it was full. The lesson in this practice is not only beautiful, but it's so important, I think, for us today. The world isn't redeemed by just waiting around for Elijah or anybody else. Each of us must do our part. Each of us must add what we can to the cup, helping to fill it. Today, there's so much in the world that is scary. So many people are suffering. There is so much anger and mistrust. From the awful virus to political divides, the world seems to be falling apart. And in the meantime, many, it appears, are just waiting for someone else to come and fix what is broken. The lesson I want for us this week is to recognize each of us must do our part. We can't sit around and wait for the world to be repaired. We must do what we can bit by bit, drop by drop. No matter how big or small, they add up until the cup overflows. This week, let us try to be a little kinder, a little more forgiving of those who may have wronged us. Let us try to smile more, to use our words to build others up rather than tear them down. Maybe a little more patience and a little more compassion. Let us ask ourselves how we can use our acts and our deeds to help others rather than what others can do for us. The world is broken, and it's up to each of us to repair it. And bit by bit, drop by drop, we can redeem one another, and we can start to redeem the world. Shabbat Shalom.